the broader data presentation architecture, which is DPA discipline, which aims to identify, locate, manipulate, format, and deliver data in the most efficient way possible. Data visualization is important for almost every career. It can be used by teachers to display students' test results, by computer scientists exploring advancements in AI, or by executives looking to share information with stakeholders. It also plays an important role in big data projects. As business accumulated massive collections of data during the early years of the big data trend, they needed a way to quickly and easily get an overview of the data. Visualization tools were a natural fit. Visualization is central to advanced analytics for similar reasons. When a data scientist is writing advanced predictive analysis or machine learning algorithms, it becomes important to visualize the outputs to monitor results and ensure the models are performed as intended. This is because visualizations of complex algorithms are generally easier to interpret than numerical outputs. Now, as we got to know about this data visualization, we must know what are data visualization use cases, where all data visualization is used. So the first one is sales and marketing. Research from a media agency predicts that half of all the global advertising dollars will be spent online by 2021. As a result, marketing teams must pay close attention to their sources of web traffic and how their web properties generate revenue. Data visualization makes it easy to see traffic trends over time as a result of marketing efforts. Next is politics. A common use of data visualization in politics is a geographical map that displays the party each state or district voted for. Next is healthcare. Healthcare professionals frequently use chloropelt maps to visualize important health data. A chloropelt map displays divided geographical areas or regions that are assigned a certain color in a relation to a numerical variable. Chloropelt maps allow professionals to see how a variable such as mortality rate of heart disease changes across different territories. Next is science. Scientific visualization, sometimes referred to in shorthand as series, also allows scientists and researchers to gain greater insight from their experimental data than ever before. Next is finance. Finance professionals must track the performance of their investment decisions when choosing to buy or sell an asset. Candlestick charts are used as trading tools and help finance professionals analyze price movements over time, displaying important information such as securities, derivatives, currencies, stocks, bonds, and commodities by analyzing how the price has changed over time. Data analysis and finance professionals can detect trends. Next is logistics. Shipping companies can use visualization tools to determine the best global shipping routes. Last is data scientists and researchers. Visualizations built by data scientists are typically for the scientists' own use or for presenting the information to select audience. The visual representations are built using visualization libraries of the chosen program language or tools. Data scientists and researchers frequently use open source programming languages such as Python or proprietary tools designed for complex data analysis. The data visualization performed by these data scientists and researchers help them understand the data sets and identify the patterns and trends that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. Next, over to Sukanya.
Thank you, Parnit. Let's have a look at applications of data analysis. The number one is transportation. Data analysis can be applied to help in improving transportation systems and intelligence around them. The predictive method of the analysis helps find transport problems like traffic or network congestions. It helps synchronize the vast amount of data and uses them to build and design plans and strategies to plan alternative routes, reduce congestions and traffics, which in turn reduces the number of accidents and mishappenings. As you can see on the screen, the second one is logistics and delivery. There are different logistic companies like DHL, FedEx, etc. uses data analysis to manage their overall operations. Using the applications of data analysis, they can figure out the best shipping routes, approximate delivery times, and also can track the real-time status of goods that are dispatched using GPS trackers. The another one is web search or internet web results. The web search engines like Yahoo, Bing, Google uses a set of data to give you when you search a data. Whenever you hit on the search button, the search engines uses algorithms of data analysis to deliver the best searched results within a limited time frame. The set of data that appears unit can figure out the number of products needed to be manufactured according to the data collected and analyzed from the demand samples and likewise in many other operations, increasing the operating capacity as well as the profitability. The another application is security. Data analyst provides utmost security to the organization. Security analysis is a way to deal with online protection zeroed in the examination of information to deliver proactive safety efforts. The another and a very important application is in education. Data analysis applications in education are the most needed data analysts in the current scenario. It is most used in adaptive learning, new innovations, adaptive content, etc. The another application is healthcare. You all must be wondering that how data analysis can be used in healthcare. So here is the answer for all your questions. Applications of data analysis in healthcare can be utilized to channel enormous measures of information in seconds to deliver treatment choices or answers for your illnesses. This won't just give precise arrangements dependent on recorded data, yet may likewise give accurate answers for exceptional worries for specific patients. The another application is in military. Military applications of data analysis bring together an assortment of specialized and application-situated use cases. It empowers chief and technologists to make associations between information investigation and such fields as augmented reality and psychological science that are driving military associations around the globe forward. The another one is in risk detection. One of the first data analysis applications may have been in the discovery of fraud. Many organizations were struggling under debt and they wanted a solution to this problem. The another application is risk management. It is essential aspect in the world of insurance. While a person is being insured, there is a lot of data analytics that goes on during the process. The another application is in interaction with customers. In insurance, there should be a healthy relationship between the claims handlers and customers. Hence, to improve their services, many insurance companies often use customer service to collect data. Since insurance companies target a diverse group of people, each demographic has their own preference when it comes to communication. The another and the last application is planning of cities. One of the untapped disciplines where data analysis can really grow is city planning. While many city planners might be hesitant towards using data analysis in their favor, it only results in faulty cities riddled congestion. Using data analysis would help them in bettering accessibility and minimizing overloading. To be able to perform data analysis at the highest level possible, we need data analysis tools. Some of them are here. The first is R programming. R is the leading analytics tool in the industry and widely used for statistics and data modeling. It can easily manipulate your data and present in different ways. It has exceeded SAS in many ways like capacity of data, performance, and outcome. So, what is the second tool on the screen? Yeah, it is Tableau Public. So, what is it? Tableau Public is a free software that connects any data source, be it corporate data, warehouse, Microsoft Excel, or web-based data, and creates data visualizations, maps, dashboards, etc. with real-time updates presenting on web. They can also be shared through social media or with the client. It allows the assets to download the file in different formats. The another tool is Python. Python is an object-oriented scripting language which is easy to read, write, maintain, and is a free open source tool. It is easy to learn as it is very similar to JavaScript, Ruby, and PHP. Another important feature of Python is that it can be assembled on any platform like SQL Server, a MongoDB database, or JSON. Python can also handle text data very well. The another one is SAS. It is a programming environment and language for data manipulation and a leader in analytics, developed by the SAS Institute in 1966. SAS is easily accessible, manageable, and can analyze data from any sources. The another tool is Apache Spark. It is built on data science and its concept makes data science effortless. It is also popular for data pipeliners and machine learning models development. It also includes a library, MLlib, that provides a progressive set of machine algorithms for repetitive data science techniques like classification, regression, collaborative filtering, clustering, etc. The another very important tool is Excel. Excel is a basic yet popular and widely used analytical tool almost in all industries. It becomes important when there is a requirement of analytics on the client's internal data. It analyzes the complex task that summarizes the data with a preview of pivot tables that helps in filtering the data as per client's requirement. The another tool is RapidMiner. RapidMiner is a powerful integrated data science platform developed by the same company that performs predictive analysis and other advanced analytics like data mining, text analysis, machine learning, and visual analytics without any programming. The another one is NIM. NIM is leading open source reporting and integrated analysis tools that allows you to analyze and model the data through visual programming. It integrates various components for data mining and machine learning via its modular data pipelining concept. The another tool is ClickView. ClickView has many unique features like patent technology and has in-memory data processing, which executes the result very fast to the end users and stores the data in the report itself. Data association in ClickView is automatically maintained and can be compressed to almost 10% from its original size. Data relationship is visualized using colors. A specific color is given to related data and another color for non-related data. The another tool is Splunk. Splunk is a tool that analyzes and searches the machine-generated data. Splunk pulls all text-based log data and provides a simple way to search through it. A user can pull in all kind of data and perform all sort of interesting statistical analysis on it and present it in different formats. The another very important tool is Power BI. Power BI nowadays is a major data analytics software being used by leading MNCs around the globe. It is a Microsoft Business Analytics Service software. It provides interactive visualizations and business intelligence capabilities with an interactive interface. It is a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that work together to turn your unrelated sources of data into coherent, visually impressive, and interactive insights. Now, Jupyter Notebook. What do we understand by Jupyter Notebook? Parnit, please change this slide. What do we understand by Jupyter Notebook? Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualizations, and explanatory text. Its uses includes data cleaning and transformation, numerical simulation, statistical modeling, and machine learning, and much more. Now, benefits of Jupyter Notebook. First one is it is easy to share. Notebooks are saved as structured text files JSON format, which makes them easily shareable. The another benefit is that it is easy to convert. Jupyter comes with a special tool NBConvert, which converts notebooks to other formats such as HTML and PDF. Another online tool, NBViewer, allows us to render a publicly available notebook directly in the browser. The another benefit is that it is language independent. The architecture of Jupyter is language independent. The decoupling between the client and kernel makes it possible to write kernels in any language. The another one is that it is easy to create kernel wrappers. Jupyter brings a lightweight interface for kernel languages that can be wrapped in Python. Wrapper kernels can implement optional methods, notably for code completion and code inspection. The another one is that extensions with custom magic commands. Create IPython extensions with custom magic commands to make interactive computing even easier. Many third-party extensions and magic commands exist. For example, the Python magic that allows one to write Python code directly in a notebook. The last but not the least benefit of Jupyter Notebook is that it is effective teaching cum learning tool. The Jupyter Notebook is not only a tool for scientific research and data analysis, but also a great tool for teaching. An example is IPython blocks, a library that allows us to create grids of colorful blocks. Now I am writing a link in the chat box. As you enter this link in your browser, this interface will open up. On scrolling down, click on Try it in your browser. You can also download Jupyter Notebook in your desktop. Then try Jupyter Lab. It will take a bit. Now click on Python 3 to open a new notebook. Since it is untitled, I will rename it. This was the first way to open a new notebook. Now I will tell you the another way. Go to File, then New, then go to Notebook. Then select Python 3 as your kernel. Now this is the another way to open a notebook. Now I will tell you some features of this Jupyter Notebook. This icon saves the notebook contents and create checkpoint. This one inserts a new cell below. It cuts the selected cell. It copies the selected cell. This icon pastes cell from the clipboard. This one runs the selected cell in advance. It interrupts the kernel. It restarts the kernel. It restarts the kernel, then rerun the whole notebook. Now I will write a small Python program to show you how that it runs. Now I will run it. So as you can see on the screen, we have got a desired output. Now we can also insert a new code cell on clicking on this icon. See, I will write another code. Okay, suppose I want to store variables value in this array. If I run this code snippet for once, it is done for throughout the code. There is no need to run this part again and again. As we can see on the screen, values from 9 to 1 as per the definition of the range function. Now there is a section here which itself has 3 sections. So first is code. Whenever we want to write a code and want its output, we write it under the code. Now markdown. What if we want to write a comment? Then we choose the markdown section. I will write here comment. I have written here this under this markdown section. I will run it. So as you can see, it has become a comment. Now what if I want this comment in bolder and larger size? I will use HTML tags here. I will select it under the markdown section. Then run it. So as you can see, it is bolder and larger in size than the previous one. And what if we just want it to get bold and not increase in size? Then we can use strong instead of H1. Selecting markdown. Now running it. So as you can see, the size is similar to the previous first one, but it is bolder. We can use all the 6 HTML tags for comments here in the markdown. All the 6 HTML headings and text features are applicable same as of HTML. This is valid for the comments only. Now the third one is row. Right now I am selecting code. I have selected it under the code section and now I will run it. So we have got our desired output, which is odd, because it is a program which simply tells that whether I is odd or even. Now, what if I just want this code snippet in our entire file but don't want it to get run? So I can write it under the row section. I'm copying the same program and running it under the row section. So as you can see, we have not get our output. So this was the function of row. Now I will tell you how to import libraries. For example, I want to import pandas, then I will write like import pandas as any shortcut that we want for pandas so that we can access pandas through that shortcut for our entire code. I am using pd here. Then run it. So for now, for the entire file, pandas will be imported as pd and we can access it throughout the code. Now there is an option of making a new folder by double clicking on this icon. I am renaming it as student. Now on double clicking on this folder, I can add files into it by dragging and dropping. So yeah, I have uploaded my Jupyter notebook and CSV file in the folder. As I double click on the Jupyter notebook, we can walk through our existing file and Jupyter notebook already runs all this cell to show us the result. Now this is the CSV file. This is basically the data set which we all be using for data analysis. As you can see, there are different columns and a lot of rows. Now coming back to this notebook. Now you can download this notebook from here. You can store it to browser storage from this icon and you can restore it from browser storage by this icon. This icon helps in visiting binder repository and this one is the link to this binder. So this was all about Jupyter Notebook. Now I would like to call Soumya for further presentation.
So let us first come to what are functions in Python, or what do you understand by functions? A function is a block of organized, reusable code that is used to perform a single or related action. Functions provide better modularity for your application and high degree of code reusing. As we already know, Python uses many built-in functions like print, etc. Now, Python has a lot of functions, but we do not have to learn about all of them. So you stick to data analysis and learn about the functions majorly used in them. The first on the screen is read_.csv. Read_.csv is an important pandas function to read CSV files into operations on it. Opening a CSV file, so this is very easy. For instance, one can also read a CSV file not just locally but also from a URL through read._csv. We can also specify a file name to pandas.read_csv in Python starts to locate the current working directory. Now, what do you understand by current working directory? Your working directory is typically the directory that you started your Python process or Jupyter notebook from. The next on the screen is dtype. Every ND array has an associated data type, which can be written as dtype. This data data type object informs us about the layout of the array. This type array gives us a few information. That is, first, type of data. That could be integer, float, or Python object. Second is the size of data. That is number of bytes. Third is the byte order of the data. And the fourth is if the data type is a subarray, and if it is a subarray, what is its shape or data type. Now let's come on to the third function, that is describe. Pandas describe is used to view some basic statistical details like percentile, mean, average of a data frame or a series of numerical values. When this method is applied to a series of string, it returns us a different value. The fourth on the screen is df.head and df.tail. Starting with df.head. To view the first 5 rows of the data frame starting from 0 to 4, we use df.head in Python. To override the default, you may write a value between the parentheses to change the number of rows returned. For example, if I write df.head and in parentheses I write 12, it would return the 12 rows. For example, if I use df.tail, it gives me the last 4 rows, the last 5 rows starting from the last number to the decreasing order. And in the same way, if I write df.tail and in parentheses I write 10, it would return me the last 10 rows. The next function you can see on the screen is df.groupby. It is a very important function in Pandas. Pandas data frame.groupby function is used to split the data into groups based on some criteria. Pandas object can split in any of their attributes. The abstract definition of grouping is to provide a mapping of labels to group names. A groupby operation involves some combination of splitting the object, applying a function, combining the result. This can be used to group a large amount of data and compute operations on them. The last function we will be learning is the len. The Python len method is a built-in function that can be used to calculate length of iterable objects. So if you want to get the length of a string or a list dictionary or another iterable object in Python, the len can be the most useful. When the object is a string, the len function returns the number of characters in the string. The next we have is graphs